iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Motorsports and racing cars is a big part of the heritage here at G-Stone Motors. Todd and I have been racing each other for years. I love the one-on-one competition. It comes bottom line, we're all behind each other and support each other with everything we do. I think that says a lot about our company's culture. I'm Vince Quinville, Service Manager at G-Stone Motors.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome in, race fans. You see the lights are on here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. It is the, second to final round of the season for the G-Stone Motor 358 Modified Series presented by 802. These drivers, they've battled all season long to come down to just two more races, and who does it come down to? Well, Trevor Giroux and Chad Lackey. They are just 28 points separating each other from that top spot. Third and fourth in the championship battle, they're a little bit closer. I say a little bit, and it's 1 point, race fans. Matt Barber holds the third spot, while Sam Bachman holds fourth. Just 1 point separating those two. So it's a battle for first and second, and it's a battle for third and fourth. We will settle some things here tonight. And then next week, it's for the whole enchilada. Did I say that right? I think so. Either way, if I didn't, Oswego next week, 100 laps for the season finale. It's going to be a good one here tonight at Charlotte. It'll be a great one next week. Coming into the night, though, we do got to thank G-Stone Motors, race fans. It is that time of year again. All of us, we're getting ready to go to the racetrack, and what's better than getting a brand new Ford over at G-Stone Motors. Looking at it, though, 2 heat races here tonight. What do you say? Let's see if this works this week, race fans. There it is. Starting a lineup here tonight brought to us by the Super Dirt Car Series, your premier modified series here in the Northeast. Starting on the pole, driving car number 23. That'll be Joey Lattisaur. Lattisaur in car 23, starting P number 1. Starting to the outside of him, car number 76. That'll be Ryland Banks, the driver out of Canada. And how about this driver? I heard he had a rough night last night. I was following him into the racetrack here tonight. Beer cans falling out of the back of his square-body Chevy. This is car 51. Clay Christofferson. Christofferson going to start P3. That's Chad Lackey, car 66. The Billings Motorsports entry will roll from the 4th starting spot. Last week's winner. Finally able to break into victory lane. Car number 7, the driver out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania. The Van Sickle Electric number 7. That is Anthony Roselli. Brandon Guerin, the 04 entry here tonight. He will start P number 6. And Jeff Sharp in car number 28 will start 7th. Mike Stryker back here tonight. He will start shotgun to the field. So that's your 8-car starting lineup here for heat race number 1. Turn them loose, 8 laps the distance here for these drivers tonight. 8 laps the distance. Everybody will qualify in. So these heat races will be for your starting spot in tonight's 40-lap feature event. iRacing.com pace track off the racing surface. Is it going to be Joey Lattisaur, Ryland Banks, maybe Stryker from the rear? Green flag is up. Here we go. 8 laps of distance. Heat race number 1 here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. And Lattisaur going to go from the low lane to the outside lane. He'll lead down the back straightaway with 3 wide just behind them. It'll be Banks, Christofferson, and Lackey. They were 3 wide momentarily. Lattisaur going to lead lap 1. 1 car into the Ute tire down there. A couple of them getting tangled up. Looks like Lackey was sideways. He'll be able to hold on to it. He'll drop 3 spots, though. Banks out front. And I say out front, that's just because he just got to the inside of Joey Lattisaur down there. At the line, Lattisaur back to the point, so no lap led for the number 76 of Ryland Banks. So it's Lattisaur, Banks, Sharp, Roselli. Here comes Banks down to the inside. The Gator Tough, number 76. Trying to get that top spot away. This track here tonight going to migrate from the inside lane all the way to the outside lane. Maybe by lap 40, we'll get it back down to the bottom side. See what kind of track grooming Dean Reynolds has in. Oh, Lattisaur into the outside retaining wall. He'll give it a little bit of a kiss, and now here comes Banks. He's going to try and walk it up the speedway. See if he can get that 23 rattled. Lattisaur looks like he still has plenty of speed left in that number 23. Christofferson trying to pick up another spot back there. Trying to get underneath Anthony Roselli. Well, it'll be 2 laps to go. The white silk will fly this time, actually. The white silk for Ryland Banks. Now that he has the top spot, can he hold it? Lattisaur going to try a crossover move out of turn number 2. They'll put it side by side into turn 3 in a little bit. Oh, they made the contact. Lattisaur up the speedway. It'll be Ryland Banks. It'll be Banks, Lattisaur, Sharp, Roselli, Christofferson, Stryker, Lackey, and Guerin. So Ryland Banks picking up 1. That means we got 1 more heat race coming our way, race fans, and this is how they're going to line up here for the Super Dirt Car Series heat race number 2. All right, this is what we got. Car number 79, race fans. He is the driver out of Syracuse, New York. Call him, well, the corporate jet here tonight. So he flew in on the Super Dirt Car Series private jet. That'll be Dean Reynolds. He'll start P1. To the outside of him, it'll be car number 17. That'll be Shane Billings. Starting to the inside. Actually, my mistake, race fans. Billings getting a penalty assessed from last week's race. He'll drop to the back. That'll move Barber up to the outside of row number 1. Inside row number 2 will be the number 75T. That'll be Trevor Drew, your point championship leader coming in. Car 41 of Tyler Naff. Then we'll start in P number 4. Starting into the 5th spot, then it'll be the 007. That'll be Bachman. Sam Bachman rolling from 5th. 6th will be the 09 of Ted York, and then it'll be car number 35 of Harold Klump. Klump starting into the 7th spot, and then shotgun to the field, car 17. That'll be Shane Billings. That is your 8-car starting lineup brought to us by the Super Dirt Car Series. 8 cars, 8 laps. So Banks just picked up his 5th heat race win of the season. Who will join him? Right here, because the green flag is about ready to drop. And there it is. Final heat race of the evening underway. Reynolds going to go from the bottom and not going to quite get to the top there. Barber. Here now comes the number 75, Giroux. 3 wide, battle off a turn 4 at the line. Give it to Mr. Reynolds. Reynolds leading lap number 1. It's Reynolds in the middle. Then it's Giroux down to the bottom. Barber to the outside. Neff and Bachman back there. York, and how about a little bit of a slider from the bottom to the top? Giroux gets in front of Reynolds and Barber. So he'll take command here now, putting 3 wide just behind him. 3 wide, that's Reynolds still stuck in the middle. Then it's the 007 of Bachman, and that was the 16 of Barber. Reynolds going into the wrong direction. Started on the pole here in this heat race, and now has dropped all the way back into the 4th spot. Still got 4 to go when we come by the stripe this time, but it'll be 4 more times. And Reynolds stopped the bleeding. York looking to the outside in the 09 entry. Not going to quite be able to get there just yet. Billings down there, the high side, promotions. 3 to go for Dale, and it is all car 75. Giroux came in tonight as the points championship leader, and he's looking like he wants to have a good starting spot for tonight's feature event. Two to go. Looking at Barber. Does he have anything left in the tank? He just ran his fastest lap time of the evening last lap. So did Tyler Naff back there in car 41, but the white G Stone Silk is in the air. Final trip around here for Giroux. Can he hold on to it? He'll look out of turn 4. Giroux will go ahead and pick up his 7th heat race win of the season. So Giroux, Barber, Neff, Reynolds, Bachman, Billings, Klump, and York. That's all our heat races here tonight, race fans. We're going to work this track in just a little bit more. Get ready to go 40 laps of feature competition here. 16 drivers getting ready to take 40 laps around the dirt track here at Charlotte. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series right here from the dirt track at Charlotte.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I've been doing this a long time. Well, I'll tell you, working the farm, it gets you in great shape for the season. It is hard to get up in the morning sometimes. But a lot of people believe in me. And there's always work to be done on the farm. When I decided to buy a truck, I went to G-Stone Motors. Because first of all, they are nice. I checked. Twice. They got me exactly what I wanted when I needed it. And it came with all the bells and whistles. Those heated seats, definitely a favorite feature of mine. I travel halfway around the world to get my truck serviced. That says a lot. You can buy a good truck anywhere. But finding a team of people you can believe in, now that's something special.
Welcome back here, race fans. You see these drivers out there, 16 of them, hot shoeing around the speedway, getting ready to get locked and loaded as they dust the track off here one final time. We talked about the two drivers that we're watching coming into the night. Well, one driver going to have a good starting spot. Trevor Giroux picked up the heat race win. He'll start to the outside of row number 1. Chad Lackey got caught up in a turn 1 scuffle. He'll have to come from deep in the field here tonight. So if you're a Lackey or Giroux fan, this one is about to get good. As you see them disappear, you see them reappear, and this is going to be your feature starting lineup here tonight, race fans. Feature starting lineup looks like this. Starting on the front row, front 4 positions are all Canadians. Starting in P number 1, Ryland Banks, the number 76 Gator Tough entry. He'll snag the pole. That'll be the 75T of Trevor Giroux. He'll be to the outside. Joey Lattisaur gave a good, valiant effort. He'll fall to the 3rd spot, though, in this starting lineup. Mr. Radiator's number 23 will start P3. The Tessier's Mechanical number 16, the Matt Barber, will start from 4th. Jeff Sharp, it's been a few weeks in a row now. Jeff Sharp's been able to start inside the top 5. Car number 28 starting in 5th. Tyler Neff in the Excel Sim Sport number 41 will roll from the 6th starting spot. And how about Anthony Roselli? Last week's winner will start 7th in car number 7. Dean Reynolds, he made it here tonight with the corporate jet, car number 79. That'll be Dean Reynolds. He'll start 8th. Clay Christopherson going to have to refill after this race here tonight, car 51, starting from 9th. It's the 007 of Bachman. That is Sam Bachman. He'll start 10th. And Mike Stryker starting into the 11th spot with car number 15. Shane Billings starting back into the 12th starting spot. 13th then will be Chad Lackey. We talked about him. He's going to have a long way to go and a short time to get there. Short time meaning 40 laps. He'll start 13th. Harold Klump back there in car 35 will start 14th. Brandon Garrett in the 04 will start 15th. And Ted York will start shotgun to the field here tonight, race fans. That's your starting lineup. Brought to us by G-Stone Motors. ready to go. You see them 16 drivers, 40 laps. Who will make this, well, their time to shine? Banks and Giroux on the front row. Rain is in the air here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. 40 laps of feature competition tonight for the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series. Everybody all over the race leader already. Banks trying to lead lap 1, and he will. It'll be Banks out front. Giroux says, hold on to that. Let me slide you for the race lead. 3 wide, a little bit farther back into the field. That's the number 51 of Clay Christopherson. It was Christopherson, Roselli, and I believe that was Sharp momentarily. I say momentarily because Sharp, they're all going to go 3 wide again. Roselli, though, going to slip that time off the top side. Look who's already up inside the top 10. Here's Clay. Car number 17, that is going to be the Billings entry. Strikers right there. Reynolds, that is Bachman, 3 wide. Throw a blanket over him. Clump's right there. Lackey's right there. 4 laps in the books. It's still Giroux out front with Barber, Banks, Lattisaur, the top 4. You're watching the battles back here for 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, on back. That's where they are, all dicing it up right now. One to the bottom side, that's Clay Christopherson. There you see the Super Dirt Car Series. Number 51. Shining bright like a diamond. Lattisaur has dropped 1 spot. You see him in that battle there with the number 51. Roselli's starting to make a move. He fell back into that 10th position, and now Roselli has worked his way back into 7th again. So fell as low as 10th, back to 7th. And looking to see if he can get one here from Jeff Sharp. Lattisaur, a little bit of a bobble in that number 23. Look how close they are down there. Looking to see if nobody's able to wrap the bottle side of the speedway right now. We're 10 laps in. Still Giroux out front. Nothing's changed there. We're still watching these battles back here from 5th on back. I say nothing's changed up front, and as I blink and look again, here comes number 16, Barber. Not able to get it at the line, but Barber is here in the Tessier's mechanical number 16 tonight. Barber, a 2-time winner this season on the tour, so he's no stranger to being at the front of the field. He came into the night sitting 3rd in the championship standings. Remember, he just had that spot by 1 point over Sam Bachman. The Giroux and Lackey battle. Giroux out front here battling with Barber, and then Lackey is back here sitting in the 11th position. He's been able to pick up 2 since the drop of the green flag. Still a lot of racing. Oh, one into the outside wall there. That was Bachman in the Full Throttle Motorsports 007. He'll lose a couple. Putting him back into 13th. Clump is right there in the number 35. York hanging out right here. 25 to go this time. Back to the race leaders. There they are. That's the 75 of Giroux, who's just kind of holding his own right now in front of Barber. Right on board here with the Super Dirt Car Series onboard camera with Giroux. And as we popped on board, there goes the 16 to the inside again. He went to the inside momentarily, wasn't able to find anything, and the caution lights are on. Looks like the Billings Motorsports of Shane Billings, number 17, has gone around. Take a look. Watch that 17, the blue and yellow 17. Striker to the inside. Got hooked together just a little bit. Right on board with Billings. And that's all it took to put the 17 to the infield. So that's the first caution here of the evening coming out. Just about halfway here tonight for these drivers. Giroux's been able to lead all but two so far here tonight. Giroux, Barber, Banks, Christopherson, Lattisaur, Roselli, Sharp. Reynolds, Lackey, and Bachman is how they all line up. Lights are out on the iRacing.com pace car. We'll come back around here next time by. We'll drop the green flag as you see him doubled back up. Remember, all restarts here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte for the 802 series is double file until we hit the 10 laps to go. Once we hit 10 laps to go, we will go single file restarts up till the end. Green flag coming out this time. Great start by Giroux. Banks to the outside. Barber to the outside. Banks to the inside. Look at him. 3, 4 wide back there. Mid-pack. Don't tell these guys that the position for 10th doesn't matter. Look at somebody making some moves down there. That's the 66 on Lackey. He's been able to pick up a handful of them here on that restart. And he's going for more. He's got Lattisaur to the outside of him. He's got Reynolds out there also. Could be all the way up to 6th here in just a couple of turns. Looks like he'll get the number 23 of Joey Lattisaur. Out front, still Giroux, still Barber, Christopherson, Banks, Roselli, the top 5. And you're watching this battle. It was 3 wide momentarily. Bachman was thinking about squirting through the middle. Roselli's figured it out here. Chad Lackey has not come off the bottom side of the speedway. We started things here for race number 1 at the dirt track at Charlotte, and Chad Lackey was able to pick up the victory, so he definitely knows how to get around the dirt track here at Charlotte. Trevor Giroux also picked up a victory this season right here at the dirt track at Charlotte, so the drivers that are sitting 1 and 2 in the championship standings are the drivers that have picked up the wins here this season. It'll be 15 to go when we come back around here. Giroux is still out front, then it's Barber, Christopherson. Lackey is still trying to work his way into the top 5. He's now fallen back into the 7th position. See him working the bottom side while Dean Reynolds tries to go boot scooting and boogieing around the outside. Here comes the number 35 of Klump. Klump's been able to pick up 5 spots since the restart. At 35 coming to life late. Got a little bit of a push though that time down into the corner. He'll be able to hold on to 9th. Jeff Sharp has fallen outside the top 10 after starting inside the top 5 here tonight. You see the number 28 down around the bottom side of the speedway. How about Klump right there? Something happened to Reynolds. Klump threw it down to the inside, got around Lackey and Reynolds. Reynolds falls out of the top 10. Dean Reynolds now drops to the 11th running position, and he's got the 17 right there. He's got York right there in the 09. Got to try to get back up inside that top 10, as it'll be 10 laps to go when we come back around here. Nothing has changed at the front. There's the race leaders. There you will see the double high fives this time by at the flag stand. It'll be 10 more times around. Shane Billings having some issues again. You see him turned around. Let's see if that brings out the caution flag. Race leaders getting around him on the outside. It looks like we will stay green. Under 10 to go now. So Giroux and Barber have pulled away. There's your third place car of Christopherson, Banks, Bachman, Roselli, Klump inside the top 10. Lackey back there running an 8th with Sharp and Reynolds. Take a look back at the race lead, because here comes Barber. He was down to the inside lurking. Wasn't able to make it stick, but look, there he is again. It's the two Canadians battling here at Charlotte for the win. 6 to go. We're going to keep it locked right here, because with just 5 laps to go, this is the battle for the race lead. 5 to go. Giroux, Barber, Christopherson. Christopherson has a little bit of a lead. We'll call it a gap over Banks and Bachman. '66 of Chad Lackey not able to really pick up many positions. Kind of got stalled out right there around the 7th and 8th position. But here comes the Tessier Mechanical. 16, Barber looking. He had it for a moment, but wasn't able to quite get the drive off the bottom side of turns 3 and 4. It'll be 3 laps for Dale. Look at the momentum run for the 16 down the back straightaway. Giroux threw a little bit of a defensive line that time going into 3. Let's see if Barber gets that run. He does again. He'll turn it down about midway through the corner. He'll be side by side entering turn number 3. 2 laps to go. It'll be 1 to go this time. Who will take the white flag? It's going to be Giroux at the line. He'll now drop down in front of the number 16 through turns 1 and 2, but it looks like that 16 has a run again coming at him. What's he going to do in 3 and 4? One final time through 3 and 4. Here comes the 16. Looking side by side at the line. Give it to Trevor Giroux. Giroux going to pick up the win here tonight. It's Giroux, Barber, Christopherson. That's how they all come across. That's your top 3. Banks, Bachman, Klump. The top 6. Lackey, Roselli, Reynolds, and Sharp, unofficial top 10 finishers here tonight. Take a look at the left-hand side of the screen. That was a fun one right down to the end of this race here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. We're going to take a quick step away. We will talk to those top drivers. You see them on the front straightaway. We'll be right back here to talk to the top 3 podium finishers.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all will be kept in the pits. Not to mention that with members in over 130 countries already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series and work your way up to one of 7 world championships, offering over $500,000 in prize money. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Welcome back here to the dirt track at Charlotte, race fans. 40 laps, 16 drivers all battled it out right down to the end of this one, but don't take my word for it. You never do anyway, right? Let's hear from the drivers that are finishing 1 through 3. Let's start things off with the driver of car number 75. How about it, Mr. Giroux? You will take home tonight's win once again here at the dirt track at Charlotte. What is it about this track and this number 75T?
Oh man, I don't know, dude. It's I don't know. I'm shaking right now. That was a crazy race. It was kind of didn't feel as comfortable as I did in previous races here. Just felt a little loose. Just had a hard time getting into a rhythm there on the top, and battling Matt there for basically the entire 40 laps. Just he kept me on my heels there. I'm sure. I mean, I'm not sure. I know for a fact he was faster than me. I was doing everything I could cleanly to just hang on to it and win this dang thing. But props to him, and that was crazy. I don't even know what to say.
You don't know what to say? Well, how about this? You pick up another win, and you're going to leave Charlotte here tonight as the points championship leader going into the final race of the season. What do we got to do next week just to button things up?
Oh man, I definitely got to practice this week at Oswego and just put in a bunch of laps and make sure I feel comfortable. It's not one of my best tracks. It's quite possibly my worst track, but just got to get some seat time and get comfortable there and just be there at the end. I mean, it's a long race, so I mean, top 10, top 5. It's just gonna depend on where Chad finishes, but if I can squeeze into the top 5 there, I think that'd be pretty cool, and obviously would be awesome to win the championship. But it's definitely going to come down to the wire. Just got to be, going into the last race, gotta stay consistent.
You come in just 28 points ahead of Chad Lackey tonight. After this one, I believe it's going to be sitting right around 40 points the difference. So what are you saying? Let's just roll the red carpet out here. I know you were tongue-tied coming in. I'm tongue-tied even just trying to talk about it. Let's roll the red carpet out here and let's talk about this number 75 too, who makes it possible. Looking as good as it does and, well, as fast as she is.
First and foremost, gotta give a huge shout out to Matt there. That was fun. That was the most fun I've had on this sim by far. Like I said, kept me on my heels and it was all clean. We didn't touch once, so props to Matt. And I'd like to apologize to him as well for the heat. I threw that slider and I didn't realize we were 3 wide and I kind of parked it on him. But yeah, shout out to Matt. He's always fast here, really fast. So shout out to Matt. Shout out to Clay and Sam and Dean on some good runs too. All the guys at FTM, everybody behind the scenes at 802 here. Everybody for watching. My cousin Steve, my uncle Paul. Gotta thank GG Drywall Services, Vertex Graphics, Dean Reynolds of Super Dirt Car Series, Expert Installation. And you, Roger, for broadcasting this stuff. We appreciate it.
There you have it tonight. He's the driver out of Ontario. He was your points championship leader leaving the dirt track here at Charlotte. One more round to see if he can take home a championship. The driver, though, that battled him right to the end, followed him across. How about it, Mr. Barber? Tonight, 1 spot shy of picking up another win this season. What more did you need in this number 16 to take down the 75T?
I needed Trevor Giroux to make a mistake at Charlotte, which never happened. So, no, man, that was, I made the unfortunate mistake of doing an arm workout day before this, and that didn't help me at all. My entire body is shaking, so there's that. And I don't know, that was, yeah, like Trevor said, incredible all race long. One of the best races I've ever had, even though I didn't win. You don't have to win to have a good race. I mean, I'm always happy with racing Clay.
Sorry.
No. It's I always say this throughout my career. I don't care if I win or second. If it's a hard race, I'll be happy. And that's exactly what just happened.
It was a good battle right down to the end. Just like there's another battle that you're locked in. It's for that third position in the points championship standings. You and Bachman were separated by 1 point coming into tonight. You will now extend that lead. I'm looking at it. Looks like about 6 points. What do we got to do next week? It's a 100-lapper.
Just got to stay consistent and keep the tires under me. Oswego's me and the boys' favorite track, so we're pretty confident there. But at the end of the race last year, Mr. Clay Christopherson here ended up blowing our doors off almost, so he did a little bit better saving tires than we did early stage, so we got to try and focus on that, and if we can do that, we should be in a pretty good spot.
Well, we want to see what kind of spot you're put in next week, so what do you say we let you go get some practice? Who's on the quarter panels of this 16?
Of course, well, you got to always thank G-Stone Motors for sponsoring this league. They do huge thank you to them as always. The 802 as a whole, Tessier Mechanical for everything they do. Vertex Graphics for doing a lot of the wraps for not all of me, my guys, and a lot of people on this track. Honestly, he kills it every time. TVRSM Sports and all my guys as always. Of course, you Roger for putting on the broadcast, killing it as always. Mr. Radiator. I can't remember them all. Sorry, I didn't rehearse this, but Super Duke Car Series, Dean. Any of the other ones I missed, I apologize. But yeah, thank you very much.
There you have it. He comes home P number 2 here tonight. That is Matt Barber finishing second. Christopherson, now it's your time to shine. How about it? A much better night tonight than last night?
Yeah, we just kind of put her on the bottom, and I kind of wanted to see what would happen. The bottom actually felt pretty consistent. Nobody was down there, so I could kind of run it however I wanted. And it was beneficial at the start, and then about midway through the race, it balanced out. But I don't know, a couple more laps, I was slowly catching. It probably would have been about 25 more laps, and might have had something for him, but not anytime sooner.
25 laps. Well, hey, maybe next time we
My
can
car
ask,
was warmed up for a big race.
yeah, maybe we can ask Dean to take this from 40 to 65 next year. What do you say?
For it. We already got a mutiny starting, so.
A mutiny to that, we're going to take down Dean?
Yeah, we're extending practice.
All
we got
right.
to run the whole 5 minutes.
I love it. Hey, but hey, this car this season, it's been one of the best cars. Tonight, you talk about putting down around the bottom. What did you need this track to transform into to get this Swan Speed Shop 51 around the top 2?
They needed the middle to go away. They were benefiting from that slider line way too much, and I'm not very good at Charlotte. As soon as the track moves middle up, I'm pretty much toast. So I wanted that middle to go away, but it never really did. It just got faster.
Well, either way, tonight that car is still faster than what Mr. Reynolds, number 79, was, because you're going to finish P number 3 here tonight. So who makes the car go so fast and look so good?
All the guys at FTN. DJ makes all the wraps for us. Well, not for us, but for me. And then Swan Speed Shot for 358 and big block sets.
Short, sweet, to the point. There's Clay Christopherson here tonight. Needed about 25 more laps here, he said. 35, 25, 100 more. You never know. Let's just keep tallying them on, and let's keep running in circles, race fans. Tonight's, though, race was pretty good, huh? 40 laps here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte to be able to pick up that win there for Trevor Giroux. We're going to add a whole bunch more next week. We're going to go 100 laps when we go to the Oswego Speedway. One final thing to touch on, though, the Mr. Radiator's biggest mover and shaker at the dance here tonight in the feature. Car number 35, the driver out of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, Harold Klump, picking up 8 spots here tonight. Good job to Harold and that whole crew. That car was on rails late in this one. So like we said, 100 laps next week from the Oswego Speedway. We're going to watch Trevor Giroux, Chad Lackey battle for that championship, and then we will watch Sam Bachman and Matt Barber, who will take home the final podium spot at the end of this season. For everybody, though, at G-Stone Motors, for everybody at the 802 Series, and all of us here tonight at the Turn 3 Racing Network, we hope you enjoyed tonight's virtual show from the dirt track at Charlotte. Till we catch you 1 week from now, race fans, everybody stay safe, and we'll see you in Turn 3.
My father, Gardner Stone, has grown our dealership with one thing in mind: to treat people the way you want to be treated. Well, the way you buy a vehicle now is everything is ordered, so customers have to pick where they want to buy a vehicle. The people coming back for their second, their third, their fourth, their fifth vehicle, it's a good relationship, but that tells you that they know that we're going to take care of them. At G Stone Motors, we just don't make customers, we make long-lasting friends, and I think that separates us.
G Stone Motors, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.